Okay. Alright everyone, so we are back with part 2, floor 2 of Legendary Tales. Now in the last episode we did clear floor 1, we got ourselves our shield, still with the sword, and we got our legendary axe, well our rare axe. The shop should have restocked on what we need, nothing in particular that we're going to need. So we're going to head straight back in. As I mentioned that it is procedurally generated. How much gold do we have? We've got 1,000. We are going to buy some potions just for the sake of having. You can see it actually costs a lot less. And we are not filled up yet. And you can only fill up until you are 100% full, which we are now. Now we are going to head back into the labyrinth for floor 2 and see if we can clear the second floor of Legendary Tales. Now, as you can see, we start off in a different section because, like I said, every time we enter, it is going to be a random dungeon. I do think it also resets from time to time as well, so if you're going to continue to play from the first one and you go back, you should still be on the same one. But since this is now basically a brand fresh start of the game, again, we are just going to break everything and grab everything that we need to. Another sword. Yeah, we can take that. Now you can see we can go either down or we can go to the side. We are going to go down first. And hopefully, yeah, there's our first enemy. So we're gonna bash him in the face and take off his armor in the process. Oh! And again, shield bashing does make a big difference. And yeah, they do a lot more damage. Than the previous ones. So again, be careful of the enemies. Make sure you don't get overwhelmed by them. Again, shields does make life a lot easier. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. And also try to parry as much as possible, because hard parries, like you can see, does make a big difference in killing the enemies. Oh, that was just my arm. And again, like I mentioned in part 1, we actually got another, so we're gonna put points in luck as well. We actually leveled up quite nicely there, actually. So strength, ability, strength. See, now we can actually continue with this. So we're gonna add one more point there, and we're gonna add one more point there, and then for secondary, we can learn that. Now you can see requires player level 12, so we're actually gaining a nice bit of vitality as well, since we are basically focusing just on sword and shield. But mana, we might look at mana at a later stage as well, because there is certain spells that will be useful for us, especially when it comes to the fusion magic. And there's our first magic item of the day, which is another axe. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Damage, and yes, you can throw your weapons as well. Again, like I said, shield bashing is is pretty amazing in this game, actually. Not gonna lie. Now there are certain repetitive patterns within the dungeons. You can see this is a bit of a different one. Oh, okay. As you can see, it's a bit of a different maze. But in essence, all the mazes do. It has a pattern to them. Okay, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna go this way first. Okay, nothing there. Generally speaking, if you find something like this, there's normally a chest down that area. But beware, that is also a trap chest as well. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna activate. Actually, need to activate. Oh, we did activate it. Perfect. And again, this game is phenomenally fun. Very difficult, but totally worth getting. Okay, now we can actually head up here as well. Wondering if we're actually going to get into a boss room, because that would be pretty interesting to face. Because a boss room would be pretty good, because the loot that you can get from the boss rooms is pretty amazing. And off with his head. As you can see, we're getting a lot more crystals, but that's simply because we've got some passive perks on our stuff that gives us better chances of grabbing that. Now you can see we've got another. I love the shields. And again, magic item for a small buckler. He did do some damage on us, but that's fine. They don't do too much damage. They are pretty weak in comparison to the rest. Again, loot everything. We're not doing too bad. Can't wait for us to get a better sword though. That would be pretty neat, because that means that we're going to be able to do more damage. The better range, like I said, the weapon of choice would be to get an arming sword later on. Because that's basically like the traditional one-handed sword. Also looks pretty cool though. And there's health, which we can pick up. Okay, and then the rest of the pots that side as well. Now the floors do get bigger as time goes on, so there's going to be a lot more time spent in each dungeon. That's just a dagger. And that, oh no, there's pots that side which I missed. Now what would be even better is if we can get a purple or even a red drop. That would be fantastic. Now up we go and see where that leads us. Oh, this is a new area. Now, no, granted, you do get ambushes as well in the game. So there might be sometimes where they'll break through the walls. And hello, statue. That looks actually pretty cool though. I like the design of the statue though. And that's also part of the logo of Legendary Tales as well, which is pretty sick. Okay, so all we got is gold and mana. A little bit of health. Now granted, you can be lucky and go the right direction every single time, but unfortunately this is just a dead end. But yeah, the cathedral is pretty big. And the detail is amazing. Now what I would like to see is having like a torch for darker areas. That would also be pretty cool if they added that. But again, that is, as I say with every game, it is up to the developer's discretion. Now luck we're also going to put up to 5, and then we're going to focus on a little bit of intellect and mana. Because mana we're going to need some at some point as well. Because spells do cost quite a bit later on. Okay, so we cleared this area. Did we clear upstairs? Yes, we did. Now you can also do plunging attacks as well. If you find an enemy standing still and you can drop on them, you can do plunging attacks, since there is no fall damage. Now we came from up there, we didn't go through this area, so that is what we're going to do next. Is we're going to go through here. We activated that little waypoint, and there is a lever there. Boop. And like that, head is off. Oh, it's not a lever, it's a pot. Okay, can we break this? Okay, we can't break that. Well, this is a new area I have not yet explored. I have not seen this area yet. So, you're coming on a trip with me, guys. Alright, let's do this real quick. There we go. He's dead. Wow. There's a lot of boxes in this area. Alright, we're gonna pick that up. We're not gonna go that way, we're gonna go this way first. So many barrels and stuff to break. Channel your inner link. There we go. What are we gonna get? Okay, just normal. Yeah, let's play normal. Okay, nothing. Oh, there we go. There's an archer. He's dead. Okay, thankfully. There we go. Ah, there we go. Here is a nice sword that we can do. +1 minimum physical damage. So you see, this sword's damage starts at +5, where this one is 2/5. So this is one of the swords that is going to carry us for a little bit. I'm gonna grab this, and as you can see, much easier and longer reach for us. And we got an arming sword. Now the arming sword does do a little bit less damage, but it gives us +3 dexterity. So we're gonna keep this one for now. It's not the best drop. As you can see, we're doing a lot more damage now because we were stuck with a level 1 weapon. And as easy as that, we get to kill the enemies now. As you level up, the better weapons you're gonna get. And I think we actually did level up as well. We might add another point into luck if we did. Yes, so another point in luck. We're going to do 5 vitality, 5 luck, about 3 wisdom, and we're going to take it from there. So now we are level... We're primary level 10. Okay, so secondary, we can't do anything with. See, we can't do anything there. Under traits, let's go see what we can find. See, so passive shield, that we can learn that. That's not going to help us any bit at all. We can also do stealth as well. I'm really not a stealthy person, so that's not going to help us any bit at all. So let us learn another, get some more armor on us. Okay, so we don't have enough points. We got a little bit more protection, as you can see. We got... As you can see how easy it is to take the enemies down with a better weapon. Now, I would recommend... Now you can farm these kind of sections as well if you really want to, by going out waiting for the dungeon to reset and doing it all over again. But what I found, it is really not worth it though. It's really not worth doing that. We're just gonna head back this way, since there is nothing else of use. Oh, we actually missed some gold. Let's pick that up. We can actually go this way as well. Now this is where, like I said in the first video, is to make sure, always make sure that if it is a mimic. I did do a little bit of damage, but it didn't drop anything of use though. Now that would fool anyone if you're not aware of it. Always, unless you're 100% sure that it's not a mimic, I would suggest that you always fire a fireball or any kind of magic at it. Or you can even, if you really want to, you can even use a bow and arrow in order to see. I think that if you don't want to waste mana on it. Oh, there we go. No, but that's a pretty decent dex weapon there as well. Nothing of use there, so we can basically go back because this was just a dead end for us. Now let us just head over this way again. Oh, and we actually missed a crystal. And an health. And a weapon. There we go. Now we can head this way. And that's a dead end as well. Okay, so this whole area is just a dead end. So that we can now head downstairs to see where this is gonna lead us. And again, if they get low enough health, they will kind of kneel, which makes life easier to kill them. Now again, like I said, if you do get duplicates of weapons, don't let that discourage you. Okay, I think we might be full on our inventory side. Let's just see. Yeah, we are indeed full with our inventory. Now you get elite enemies of the goblins as well. I'm surprised we haven't ran into one yet. Okay, so we got those. There's nothing behind us. Ah, there we go. Just as I mentioned that we haven't run into one yet. They do. Okay, well, we'll take care of him first. And yes, there we go. We actually got a decent drop. We got a gold drop out of this one. And we got a morning star out of it. Oh, okay. So let us equip that, throw that. And pick this one up. And again, I'm not a big fan of... Now you see we can open this door at some point. Not a big fan of blunt weapons though. But we can get some decent gold out of it. So we'll just grab this. There's another... Oh, one of those enemies. I don't think there's anything that way, so I'll just head up. Oh, come on. And there we go, we actually leveled up our strength again. I think. Indeed we did. We're now level 15 in strength. Another elite enemy. So as the levels progress, you're going to find a lot more elite enemies. Which is a bit of a pain to deal with. Oh, and he gave us double golds. Also not worth grabbing. Double golds, that's not bad. As I said, with luck and everything, does affect the drop rates, but only to a certain point. Well, that's a long sword and that's a bow. Okay, so now we are heading into a different area, so again, we'll just do that. Now, I don't want to drop down, as I don't see a way up. What we are going to be doing is, we are going to be breaking everything that we see we can break. Oh, that was close. Didn't even see him there. And we took his arm off. Now what we could do is take magic and start killing them. Now again, your aim might need some work. Now, later spells will give you some more area of effect. Just so we can kill them, heal up again. Well, mana up again. Grab our sword and reverse gripping, which is not good at all. Yeah, it would be quite nice actually having some kind of torch in the darker areas of the dungeon. Again, I don't see a way up, so I don't want to fall down there just yet. That will be our last resort. And you know what, I think that might actually be our way to that other lever and that other door by going down that way. But for now, we are heading this way first. Like a little waypoint area. Oh wow, okay, this is actually a pretty big area. Okay, so there is a way down that way. Again, as I mentioned... Oh, give me my sword. Thank you. We can take them out with magic. Because, you know what? Why not? Why not? Nothing of use too much down there, although there is barrels. Give me all of this. Again, it's all luck of the draw of what you're going to get and what not. So we can go through that area to get through there, which might be useful. And as you can see, our mana, we don't have any mana regen, so that is something that we might need to look at a later point. For now, not too much of a problem, as we get quite a bit of these little mana orbs. And shield up. Because enemies do have a tendency to lurk in the corners. Now there's no jump in the game, which is unfortunate because that would make certain aspects of the game a lot easier though. But now we can climb this, and as you can see there is another type of enemy, which is a bat. Now they don't have a lot of health, but they are a nuisance. Bats are an absolute nuisance because they're a pain to kill. Okay, and now comes the fun part of actually climbing this rope. Yeah, and you see that is sometimes what happens, like you think you grab on but then you don't. Thankfully, like I mentioned, there is no full damage. Well, no full damage yet. That would be an interesting mechanic for this game if they do decide to add full damage. Actually, I don't want to do a plunging attack. Woo, doop. There's nothing else of use up here, so we might as well just do it. Not just drop down, since there's nothing of use there for us. What we can do is we can go drop down that other section now. Again, it's not necessary to break all the barrels all the time. For time's sake, I am going to leave some barrels not touched and whatnot. So now the thing is, we can go. Hopefully this is not going to bite us in the butt doing this. And down we go. Oh, hello. And again, like I said, much easier to work sword and shield than anything else. Okay, so we got multiple routes we can go. So let us. Oh, that's gold. We'll go up this way first. See where this leads us. To a dungeon area. Perfect. That's just great. Oh, there we go. That is... This is what we were looking for. Now this is a boss area. Now you will see we might die here. So totem. This is an evil. It's somewhere in this room. It must be removed from its place and get rid of it. As long as the totem is in the enemy's room, will appear endlessly. Difficulty and rewards vary depending on the number of people in the room and when the button is pressed. Challenge will begin when you press the button. So now you have to. This is going to be a tricky one because now we need to find a totem while enemies are still spawned. So this is going to be an interesting. This is basically like prop hunt on steroids. So we might die. Oh, there is traps. Ow, please don't. Ow. Oh, we got a whole battalion behind us now. Oh, ow. Ow! Okay. Okay, this is not good. Okay, this is not good. Our health is like super low. And we died. Thankfully, we can just grab our stuff there, which is fantastic. But now we still need to find that totem though. Okay, so we already went that way, so that means that we can press the button again. I think we did fail this one. Now the boss areas are very difficult and it would be beneficial to have multiple people within this. Yeah, you see we failed this one miserably, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. It's our first death only. But yeah, notoriously difficult. Some of them easier than others. Oh, no, come on. Grab on. I don't want to use magic. Now, here we go. So this brings us back to where we initially started out as. Now we can head back to the other rooms and see if we can actually find the exit to floor number 3. Now again, you're gonna get lost quite a bit in this dungeon, and then that discourage you. So now we are actually gonna head up this way. Because that clearly went nowhere, so pity we couldn't defeat that boss though, or that boss area. It is notoriously tough if you don't have multiple players with you, and that's just a dead end. So that means that we have to go back that way. Okay, there was nothing that way as far as I know. We did clear this area. And that's what makes a dungeon crawler a dungeon crawler, I guess. So now we're gonna have to find a way out. And a different route as well. So there is only this way that we can go. Unless we missed a path this way. Which I doubt we did. Because that is just a dead end. And that area led to that bottom, to the drop, I believe. Again, There's no map system. Yeah, that's just a dead end, so it means that that way is the drop. There is no mini-map in this game as of yet, so navigating is quite interesting. Yeah, no, that doesn't lead us anywhere. And I think this also doesn't lead us anywhere. Okay, perfect. So we'll have to go that route, see where we are heading. Ah, there we go. And we can also use the little wisp, but it does also take health as well. It will give us a basic idea of where to go. Really dislike using it, simply because it is a bit of a cheat in order to get through the dungeon a little bit easier. Again, like I said, it does cost a little bit of health, so let's do this. Ah, there we go. And we got no health, so if we face enemies we might die and have to go all the way again, but at least we know which way to go. Oh, and that's a spear actually. Ah, health. There we go. Right on track. Okay, so it does want us to go all the way down. So the next one that we find... Actually, we haven't gone this way. This is probably the way we need to go. Most probably. Yeah, there's enemies this way. Let's kill them. These enemies are a little bit too easy. Okay, he's gonna be the first one. Smack him in the head and decapitate him. And this gives us one that gives us increased damage on piercing attacks. Nope, not worth it. Now what we can do is take on them. There is an elite, so magic, take care of him, pepper him with magic. Oh no. Oh, that's so close to death. Oh, well, that gives us a spear. Maximum visible damage, increased piercing attacks, better chance of getting magic items from crystals. Okay, that's not too bad. And this gives us increased blunt. Okay, that's not gonna help us any bit. Now, the more damage you get, let's see if we can get some health out of this, because we're definitely gonna need it. There we go. 2 healths, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Which way are you taking me, Wisp? That way. Perfect. There we go. And now I have no idea where that wisp went. But we are in need of health. Or manners. I guess it would have taken us up, so we'll go see now. We got some health back, which is good. Okay, we're just gonna make a run for it. We're not gonna kill all the enemies, as we are running out of time and health. Okay, alright, so this is interesting. Now we come to a part where climbing becomes a problem. Because there's a climbing mechanic in this game like this as well for parkour. The thing is, you have to make sure that you hold on tightly. There we go. I hate climbing missions, especially when your health is super low. And if you fall, you're gonna do it all over again, so slow and steady wins the race. Now, we can't do anything there, so... Okay, so... now we get to a fun section. Tarzaning a little bit. Damn it. Thankfully we didn't fall too far. Now this section is a little bit more tricky to do. Like I said, if there was a jump mechanic, it would have been a lot easier to do. I'm guessing we're gonna have to do it like this and like that. And hopefully, if all goes well, we're near the end. I hope this is the end. Indeed, we made it to the end. We made it through floor 2. And we only died once so far. And what are you gonna give us? Gold. And what are you gonna give us? A buckler. Yeah, this is not the best weapon to have. And now, on to floor 3. Again, like I said, this is a 4-player co-op game. And we are off to floor number 3. Yeah, we made it to floor 3. We're not going to do anything else currently. I'm going to open our portal to the base. You can see it opens. There's 4 pillars there to open portals with. So currently there's only one person there, so we can just have myself go through that portal. Now we're gonna sell stuff. We're gonna go back to the other trader, see what she has to offer us. She's got a decent one-handed sword for us. That would be fantastic. Otherwise, it's not the end of the world. We will continue farming. So select all, sell. We made quite a bit of gold on that transaction actually. Equip, 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 and equip. Okay, so we got that. Okay, that's not the one that we have. Select all. Okay, that's fine. So let us go and see what that other trader has to offer us. It's a good practice to go see what the traders have after each return to see if there's anything good. So that's armor, axe, bow, helm, buckler, one-handed sword. There we go. There's 2 of them. So let us grab both and see what we get. We get an arming sword with plus 17 damage increase and slashing damage, which is not bad. Okay, so this one can go This one, the arming sword is going to be our go-to. It is though a magic item, but the increase in damage is going to be very helpful to us. You can see it's a bit more nimble than the other one. It's got good stabbing and piercing damage. We can actually go test it out on the dummy real quick to see how much we're actually looking at getting damage wise, and then we are going to call it for this episode. And again, the arming sword is my favorite weapon. So you'll see that if we do slashing damage, we do 8 damage, piercing of 5. Again, let's do that. And again, also power attacks. If you really put your back behind it, again, good, decent damage. But for now, guys, I think that is going to be it for episode 2. If you do like the content, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I really do appreciate that a lot. But for now, have a good one, guys.